Hey everyone, welcome back to Ameripolish Academy Online. My name is Greg CABOT, and in today's episode we're going to be covering how to use the SmartFloor Refinement System on power trowel machinery. Now this does require that the concrete have a curing strength of a 4 or higher on the Mohs hardness test. We'll talk a little bit about why that is later in the video. The other important thing to know is that we did use our chemicals in the beginning process, so if you need to learn how to put down our curing agent, PCA, that's the first chemical we used in this process. There's a video available for that, and the link's going to be coming across the screen now. And you can just click that and watch it and then see how to apply that product. Now, with the SmartFloor Refinement System, we're going to be equipping the universal blade holders to each machine and attaching the same set of abrasives to 3 different machines so that you can see that it is the same set of abrasives working on multiple machines with the same results. So we're gonna go ahead and get started by scratching the slab and showing you guys how to do that, and then we'll move right into equipping the machine and setting up the abrasives. So let's get started.
Okay, so we just had a brand new slab poured here at Ameripolish Academy, and we need to check the strength of the concrete. Now, this slab was poured just a short time ago, so not expecting it to be too strong at this point. For the SmartFloor Refinement System, we recommend that the floor be at a scratch test rate of 4 or higher. So I'll go ahead and show you. This is the Mohs Hardness test kit. If you're not familiar, it comes with all this instructions and ratings, and the pencils go from a 2 to a 9, 2 being the softest, 9 being the hardest. So knowing that this is a fresh slab, I'm just going to start with a 2, and you apply the same amount of pressure each time, and you just draw on the slab like that and wait for the one that actually scratches the slab. So this slab just scratched at a 3, and like I said, for polishing we recommend that it be at a 4 or higher. So we're just going to wait another 24 hours or so, come back, scratch it again, and see if it's at a 4, and as soon as it is at a 4, we'll get started.
Okay, so I've actually let a couple of days go by before I continued the scratch testing. The last time we scratched it, it was at a 3, and the slab was brand new. It was less than 24 hours old, so I didn't expect much out of it. But now that I've let a few days go by, we'll just start where we left off at a number 3. And scratch. And no scratch. Switch to the number 4 5 pencil. So this is a number 4. No scratch. Number 5. Okay, that did scratch. So I know it's hard to see on the camera where it's scratching, but it did scratch at a number 5. Now these numbers are important because the lower on the Mohs hardness scale, the faster your pads will wear, and the higher on the Mohs hardness scale, the longer the pads will last. Now that's important to know because in the future we are going to be making videos that address how to polish a very soft slab that's less than a 4, and we'll probably make a video for dense concrete that's over, say, a 7, and because we treat these slabs differently depending on what densifier we're going to use, etc., we'll cover that at a later time. Now we're going to move into how to equip the machine, so I will show you on the ride-on power trowel how to set up the universal blade holders and interchange the abrasives during the process. So this is the universal blade holder. The reason it's universal is because it can fit both clockwise and counterclockwise rotating power trowel heads. The one we have here is just a standard walk-behind power trowel, clockwise rotating, so the arm is in this left slot here. If you do have a counterclockwise rotating, this is normally on a ride-on power trowel that this would happen. You just take the arm out, put it in on this side, take this bolt, and tighten it down over here. So we'll leave it with the clockwise rotating, and all these bolts are a 1/2 inch, so all you need is a 1/2 inch wrench to put on the adapters. This will slide in and right onto the blade like so, and we tighten it down. So try to save us a little bit of time. Okay, so that is not going anywhere. Now the bottom side of this is Velcro. So this here is a transport pad. There's no abrasive on here, it's just a white pad that's good for keeping these machines, protecting the universal blade holders and such. So the Velcro's underneath, you simply just put this on. Now to change in between abrasive steps, the abrasives are also made of this white pad material that Velcros to the universal blade holder. So to switch steps, you just remove and replace like that. So each of these blades has a universal blade holder on them, and this machine is ready to go. So we're going to turn it right over and do our initial cut with this walk-behind power trowel. And we will also equip the ride-on power trowel with the universal blade holders and the edging power trowel as well. So another important piece of hardware for the walk-behind power trowel is the Quick Connect water kit. Now you can see that it's attached by a bracket here and runs and feeds directly onto the power trowel blades. So this will create a nice flow of water for you to cut with. And it simply attaches like this. Clicks on, has a valve to turn on and off, so the machine operator can actually control the amount of water that is going onto this machine. So the last piece of hardware to talk about when equipping your machine is this plastic shroud we offer. Now, earlier in the video you saw there was a black shroud on this machine, and that was just a prototype shroud. We are always trying different things to improve on our design. To this point, this hard plastic white shroud is the best that we've found that fits our system. It floats around the power trowel and is a hard plastic, so it keeps some of the water inside. That does become an issue when you're on the lower steps and there's a lot of paste created. It keeps too much of that paste on the inside, so that's another reason why we were trying a different shroud, was to see if we can get that paste to flow out a little bit better. Nonetheless, this works very well for the current design. We are just going to continue to always try to improve things for our customers, and so you can expect to see some different things from time to time. Now, this shroud really easily just drops on and can be put back very simply. You can remove it entirely from the machine. It's one of the reasons why I really like this shroud, is just because it can be picked up and put back down so easily. Before we go ahead and put the abrasives on the machine, I just wanted to give a brief overview of what the rest of this video is going to look like. This is including both of our chemical steps and the 5 abrasive steps. We start at the double zeros with 2 passes cross-hatching, and that goes for every abrasive step. We'll be doing 2 passes cross-hatching. So the double zero is equivalent to a 40 grit, then we will densify after the double zeros, move to the zeros, which is equivalent to a 100, a 1 is a 400, a 2 an 800, and a 3 is a 15, and then we'll finish off sealing with the SR2. There is another option for a less aggressive cut. We can simply start with the 0 step. Now that does change the densifier protocol, and I'll show you what that looks like. Take out the double zeros, start 1 pass with the zeros, densify, and then your second cross-hatching pass will be done with the zeros, and then you'll continue the rest of the system like normal. Okay, so we just finished the double zero step and we are getting ready to densify. This would also be the point that you would grout coat. Now, we are not going to go into detail on how to apply those products in this video, but we do have tutorial videos available for you to reference if you need them, and they'll be coming across the screen now. Now, after we apply the densifier, we're going to move straight through to our zeros, 1s, 2s, and 3s, and then we'll check back in at the 3s. Okay, so we just finished up with the number 3s on the ride-on power trowel, and I wanted to make a point to say that the abrasives that were used on the ride-on power trowel, of the 8 blades that were on there, 4 of them were taken directly off the walk-behind trowel that we used previously in the video. So I just wanted to point that out to say it's the same set of abrasives working with several different machines. and that's kind of the beauty of our system, of how versatile it is. Now, the floor is now dried out, and our next step is to seal it. However, there's a little bit of dust and debris, so we're going to use our Ameripolish G3 burnishing pad to clear out the dust and debris, and then we're going to apply our SR2 and follow that up once it dries with another burnishing phase of the Ameripolish G3 pad. I just wanted to thank you guys for hanging in there. I know the video is a little bit longer than what we're used to, but if you like what you saw, we are offering starter packs on the SmartFloor Refinement System for power trowels. We're offering 20% off retail for a walk behind or 8 and 10 bladed riders, and that starter pack comes with Mohs hardness test, 2,500 square foot worth of chemicals, as well as carrying crates and other things that you've seen in this video. So it will set you up perfectly to get started on your first job. So if you need to find out more information, you can contact your local distributor or your Ameripolish rep, and they'll fill you in.